The US approach to AI regulation is dramatically different from the EU Comprehensive AI Act. Despite lacking a single overarching law, the US has dozens of federal laws, regulations, and initiatives on AI, and they have shifted significantly in recent months. Let me break down what every business leaders need to understand about the current US AI regulatory landscape. The US remain undisputed global AI leader according to Stanford 2025 AI Index report. US private investment in AI reached $109 billion in 2024 compared to just 9.3 billion in China and 4.5 billion in UK. US organizations produced 40 notable AI models in 2024, significantly outpacing China's 15 and Europe 3. But China is catching up quickly. In 2024, China filed over 300,000 AI-related patents compared to just 67,000 in US. China shares the top tier AI research is growing while the US share the declining. And recently, DeepSeek demonstrated it could develop AI model with similar performance to leading US models at a fraction of the cost, which tumbled the US market when they released their open source R1 model. This competitive landscape has driven key US federal laws focused on maintaining American AI dominance. First Executive Order 14141, Advancing United States Leadership in AI Infrastructure, signed by President Biden in January 2025 and not yet revoked by President Donald Trump. This order promotes domestic AI infrastructure development to protect US national security and advance US economic competitiveness. Second, the CHIPS and the Science Act of 2022, which authorized approximately 280 billion in spending on critical hardware components and infrastructure for AI developments. Third, the National AI Initiatives Act of 2020, providing over 6 billion for AI R&D, education, and standard developments, and establishing the National AI Advisory Committee. And fourth, Executive Orders 13859, maintaining America's leadership in AI, signed by President Trump in February 2019 and still in force today, which promotes AI investments across federal development and facilitates R&D for breakthrough techniques. The Biden administration attempted to balance promoting US global AI leadership with protecting civil liberties, and key initiatives included the Blueprint for an AI Bill of Rights, which outlined 5 core principles: safe and effective system, algorithmic discrimination protection, data privacy, notice and explanation, and human alternatives and feedback. Biden also secured voluntary commitment from 15 leading AI companies on security, testing, and safety information sharing. Most significantly, exclusive orders 14110 on safe, secure, and trustworthy development and use of AI, signed in October 2023, mandate over 100 specific actions across more than 50 federal entities. This led to an establishment of the US AI Safety Institutes and various NIST AI safety standards. But President Trump's America's First approach has significantly shifted US AI policies. Within a days of taking office in January 2025, Trump made 2 decisive moves. First, Executive Order 14148 revoked dozens of Biden's orders, including EO 14110 on AI safety and governance. Then, Executive Order 14179, removing barriers to American leadership in AI, deemed Biden's AI policy a barrier to American AI innovation. This stated policies is now to sustain and enhance global America's AI dominance. Trump administration has mandated an AI action plan by July 2025 with a public consultation that received 8,755 comments in under 2 months. Importantly, Trump has not dismantled Biden's entire AI agenda. particularly regarding export controls and infrastructure investment, but has clearly signaled no intention to impose major AI governance regulations on the private sectors. Both administrations have agreed that AI development in countries of concern represent a national security threat. Key regulations include the framework for AI diffusions, effectively January 13, 2025, with most requirements applicable May 15, 2025. This rule restricts the export of model weights for advanced closed AI models and the advanced computing chips. The framework establishes a three-tier country system. Tier 1, 18 US allies can import advanced chips and deploy advanced models. Tier 2 requires special license, and the Tier 3 countries including China, Russia, Iran, North Korea cannot import advanced chips or deploy advanced US AI models. This built on the previous export controls from October 22 and the Export Controls Reform Act of 2018. Additionally, the final rule on outbound investment screening, January 2025, restricts how US persons can invest in advanced AI activities in Chinese companies, prohibiting investments in AI for military use while allowing certain transactions under strict conditions. These are the several laws governs federal AI adoption, including Executive Order 13960 in December 2020, requiring federal AI use to be safe and secure and accurate, reliable, and effective. The AI in Governance Act of 2020 established an AI Center of Excellence. Two recent memorandum from the Office of Management and Budget in April 2025. M2521 requires federal agencies to develop AI strategies and implement governance requirement for higher impact AI use cases. And second, M2522 provide guidance on AI acquisitions, emphasizing buying US AI products while avoiding vendor lock-in. However, NIST has been the most active US government agency on AI governance. Its AI risk assessment framework, launched in January 2023, has become widely used globally with the four core major functions: govern, map, measure, and manage. The US AI Safety Institute, launched in November 2023, focus on identifying, measuring, and mitigating risk for advanced AI systems. Key publications include Four Principles of Explainable AI in September 2021, Standards for Identifying and Managing Bias in March 2022, AI Risk Management Framework Generative AI Profile in July 2024, and Secure Software Development Practices for Gen AI again in July 2024, Managing Misuse Risk for Dual Use Foundational Models in January 2025, and Adversarial Machine Learning Taxonomy in March 2025. The comprehensive AI action plan due this summer will define the next chapter of US AI policy. While we can safely rule out any comprehensive federal AI governance law, the landscape continues to evolve rapidly. For enterprises, building adaptable governance framework aligned with NIST guidelines remain the most strategic approach at the current time. What's your take on these policy shifts? Is your organization preparing for this evolving regulation landscape? Share your thoughts in the comments or DM us to discuss how these regulations might impact your AI initiatives. Thank you.